Hello friends and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, where you can see great games played badly. I'm John and this is Timberborn. Before we dive in, please do give us a like and a subscribe. It really does help the channel out. And we have some hungry beavers, so we had better, what am I doing? We had better do something about that. It's a great start, it's going to be a great episode. Right, we'll put in a grill up here so they can actually cook their potatoes, which would be useful for them. We'll put it in this end, I think. And we'll prioritise that. They should have the logs to do that. Yeah, plenty. The drought has just started. It's going to be an 8-day drought, which we should be all right. Let's have a look how we're doing. Yeah, we've got plenty of water stored up down here. Obviously we are still pumping water out of this central section. We have water here for this section. We should be fine. We should be fine, he says. Obviously we're not producing anything because there's no flow for most of it. Well, I mean, there's still flow here for the moment, but that will stop fairly soon. What I'm doing at the moment over here is I am setting up in preparation for finishing off this section of our reservoir wall, which we are going to do this episode. Let me turn that gatherer flag off since there's not much there to actually gather. But we need to bring this up another 2 levels before we can put in the floodgates, which means that the water is going to rise to this level, which is going to obviously flood this whole section, and if we're not careful, this section as well, possibly. But I think we'll be all right. If we keep the floodgates open, we should be able to keep the water below that level. What I need to do is figure out a way for this area to get water in, because obviously these are going to flood. So if we're bringing the water up at least another 2 levels, we're going to need to put in another platform or series of platforms to put in water pumps. And that is going to be difficult because that's quite deep right there. Maybe I could come off of this way instead. That could work. Yeah, that could work. I'll come off this side instead, I think. I'll come off of there and put in a platform along here, maybe. But yes, I will spin on, and I will start working on that, and I will get us, hopefully, through most of the drought before I come back, but we'll see about that. We've got a lot of unemployed beavers at the moment, but no homeless. We are nudging the housing limit again. But that should be okay. They should sort of restrict their breeding a little bit. Yes, I will spin on and I will see what I can do about this area. I'm going to have to move the hauling post in the builder's yard here, builder's hut, up onto this section. I am, as I say, moving the forester up. I'm going to move the farm probably up to this area here. And I'm going to lay in a trench to fill with water so we can actually hydrate this area as well. But yes, I will do that and then I will come back. Right, we're about halfway through the drought. Things are going okay. We've still got plenty of water around, by the looks of things anyway. We haven't run out of anything anywhere. Nobody appears to be dying of thirst or starvation. What I'm doing over here is I'm putting in these water pumps along this section here, which hopefully will be in the water when we fill it up. I think it will. But I've moved the builders and the haulers up to here. I've taken out the wood storage that was down here and moved it up to here. And I'm putting in the explosives along here. Well, they should just be able to reach. So I'm going to put a trench in there and I'm going to shift the farms up here and start them growing before I flood. You are missing out on flour. Okay, well, that's fine. That's because the grist mill is not currently running. That's fine. Okay, we just run out of water down here. But still plenty everywhere else, so that's okay. Yeah, I'm clearing out this area. I've moved the farm up here. So we have potatoes, carrots, and wheat all growing up here. I am going to need to set up a route to transfer the wheat from here to this district to be ground in the mill. And I've put in the water pumps along here instead, because it was just easier than trying to figure out a wider platform over there. I haven't quite figured out where I'm going to put the water pumps for this district yet, because this one probably isn't going to reach the water until we completely fill the reservoir. So we'll have to think about that. What I'll probably do is just come off of here and put in a lower platform. Maybe, okay, it's definitely going to come up 2 to start with. So I could maybe drop a platform down 1 lower than the height of the levee there and put in a few across. That should do it. I mean, I can always put 1 in there if I need to in the short term and just ship water across. So that's not too much of a problem. Other than that, yeah, things are progressing. I haven't entirely figured out everything yet. But since we're here, let's blow up these bits of dynamite. Always fun. And we'll pop in a water dump just there. So that should fill up. That should fertilise this area here. We'll be able to put in the farms. I'll probably stick them along there and just put farmland in this whole area here. Leave... have I got a gap? I have a gap. So I can put a path along here to put in more housing around there. That should be fine. That should give us plenty of fertile space, at least in the short term. This I'm not worried about, because obviously we've got plenty of wood coming in from other districts. I have taken the forester out here, but I've left the woodcutter to sort of clear out that as it grows until we're ready to flood. Let's have a look here. How are you doing? You've got plenty of storage, so let's empty this storage here. We are going to need to put more wood storage in somewhere, which could be problematic. Okay, I'm going to have to put it in... No, storage. I'll put it in here. I'll leave space for 1 more water tank, I think. Actually, might as well put that in now. And then we can empty this one. And we'll be able to demolish both of those. And I've got to think about where we're going to put the water pumps for this district. So the water is going to come up to this level eventually, isn't it? So what I can do... So if I bring the path out from there, maybe, and then put in some platforms there, that will only give me space for 1. So I'm going to have to put some more platforms across here. So that's going to be where the path goes, along there. So I need 1 more there. I think that should be okay. And then what I will do is I will ship it. Which district is this? This is District 8. Okay, so if I go over here, I can add a new route, District 8, and send explosives across to you. And we will destroy this section here. which should allow them to have deep water access. That's the plan. That's the plan. Yes, and I will come back as and when... Oh, we have a forester down here who isn't doing anything. Okay, well, let's plant some trees. Let's plant a bunch of maple down here, shall we? Just fill up this area with maple. And then... Yeah, you'll be able to get all of that, won't you? In which case, we'll do more. There. So obviously when the water comes back, hopefully that will be hydrated and they will start growing. Right, but we will carry on through the drought. We will hopefully do okay, and hopefully I'll just be able to come back at the end of the drought and say, yeah, we survived, everything's great. If not, I'll see you sooner than that. And the drought is over. We got through it without any deaths. I mean, apart from a bunch of deaths from old age. Nowhere really ran that short of water at all. Yeah, I think we've done reasonably well. This bit here is now built, so I can put in the water pumps. Actually, I will not put in the water pumps just yet, because, yes, I need to lay in the explosives, don't I? Oh, of course. How could I forget? Right, so we'll get them doing that. And then we'll put in the water pumps. Pumps here are finished, pumps here are finished. Still haven't put in the pumps over here. I was trying to figure out if I've gone wrong with the height somewhere, and I think I have. I'm not sure, but I think I have, because my eyes are telling me that this water pump over here is on the same level as this section here, but I'm not sure. It may be one lower. It's yeah, I can't. So let's have a look. Let's do this logically. That is 3 higher. This level is 3 higher than the top of that. That comes down 2. That comes down 2. So no, this is 1 lower than the height of the levee. Yeah, I did miscount, but I miscounted with my original levee height. But that's okay. We can just leave the floodgates down slightly, which they already are over here, which is nice. Okay, I have gotten rid of everything that was in this section down here, except for the water pumps for the moment. I've gotten rid of pretty much everything over here. I have yet to move these because they still have things in, because of course they do. Do we have a haulers up here? We do not have a haulers up here. Okay, well, in which case, let's put a haulers in here. There we go. I can't see a haulers. I may have put one in, but I can't see one. No, everything seems to be okay. Can we get any more people working there? We cannot. Builders is full. Okay. Okay, yeah. So once that's done, we'll be able to sort of speed up the process of emptying these sections out here. We're going to need more wood storage as well, I think, because we're not going to be able to empty that. Okay, we'll just delete that log pile. That's fine. That'll save them some time. They'll just need to move the stuff from the storeroom here. But we are nearly ready. We are nearly ready to flood this area. So I am going to start putting in the remainder of the levees, but I will not fill the center section. So there, I'll put those 3 sections in there. They will get those done. Hopefully we'll be in a place to actually build the rest of it once they're complete. But I will speed up and I will come back when we're hopefully ready to close the reservoir off. And there's the water. Okay, so it's filled up to its normal level. Ooh, spin it around a bit. I've got the 3 floodgates in. Let's drop those to 2. That one needs to be dropped to 2 as well. Okay. Everything is going okay. We have cleared out all of this. That's now empty, so we can delete that. We have built our water pumps along here. Let's slow things down. Or actually, let's speed things up until we get to daylight. That'd be better. We have built our water pumps along here. And they are currently manned, but they've obviously got nothing to do. We have moved the distribution drop-off point up to here. Everything else is cleared away. Down here, we have put in... we've removed the water pump that was there, and we've replaced it with 2 on a slightly lower level, which should, in theory, work. This district did have a brief shortage of water, but we appear to be maybe sorting that out now. Fingers crossed. I also put in a lumber mill over here to make planks, because I realised that there isn't one and we've got a lot of wood. So we can now start sending planks elsewhere should we need to. But all that being said, it is time, I think, to finally close the reservoir. So let's set that up. Yeah, there we go, and we will hopefully that will be built quite quickly, but we will sit and I'll just come back when that's nearly finished. And it's finished. All we need to do now is... Oh, actually, better check that it's set to the right level. Oh, come on. I can't select them. There we go. So, yeah. Set them all to 2 there. Spin it around. Make sure... Come on. All of those are set to 2. And all we have to do now is wait. The water level is rising very, very slowly. You can see it's creeping up to this level here. So let's have a look. Let's spin on and see how quickly it floods. I've managed to capture the moment. So we can see the water is rising here, but just up here, it's broken. It's broken through onto the next level. It's doing the same thing just here. I think, oh, and here, all along here, and down here in this corner as well. It's literally just started to happen. So if we play it on, we should see some flooding start to occur shortly. Hopefully. Now, what I'm worried about here, obviously, it's going to take a long time for it to fill up all of this area here. During which time, these are not going to be functional, these water pumps over here. I will activate them just in preparation. They can't do anything yet, but these will flood soon. And when they do, they'll stop working. And this area will not be producing any water. But we have 5 water tanks up here. We have 2 water tanks here. They are all full at the moment. Touch wood, we should be okay. Now, same goes for here. These have now flooded. And these are not going to be in action for a little while yet. So we have to hope that there's enough water in this district, which it already looks like there isn't. Okay. That's okay. Because this district can start sending water over. We'll stop them sending it to District 6 for the moment, because hopefully they'll be alright. They're not going to be alright, are they? No, we're going to need them. Actually, we'll get this district, the plateau, to send water across to this one. We're about to have the same problem here. So this is going to be trouble. Oh, we're getting a bit more flooding across here, look. That makes sense, because that's obviously where the water is coming in, up here. So this is going to be the bit that floods first. So this district is no longer producing water. Neither is this district, obviously. And neither is this district. So we are entirely reliant on the water we have stored until all of this fills up. We might as well get rid of that lumberjack flag now. And that gatherer flag. And that one. Okay, so they are taking the water out of there and bringing it up to this water supply here. So hopefully that will keep them going. But we've got some way to go before the new pumps are in operation. So I will come back when people start dying of thirst. Okay. Beavers are starting to die. I have got water being shipped from other districts. I have a lot of water being produced down here. Where are we sending it? We're sending that over to District 5, which is here. We're going to need to start sending it over here as well, because they're running out of water too. So let's do that. Over here, almost everyone is both hungry and thirsty. So we're going to need to start sending some food across as well. What can we send? Let's send some carrots over. Yeah, I have put in a water pump down here to drain what little water we've got in here to hopefully, you know, stave off all of the deaths from thirst. But that's probably not going to help much. The water level is rising very, very slowly. I am building another water pump in down here on the slightly higher level. To hopefully get some water in for this district. Yeah. It's not going great. It's not going great. I mean, we really only need the water to rise up a little bit further and we'll be okay. Flooded building. Oh, yes, these buildings are flooded, so we will delete these. They're empty anyway. It's fine. So, yes, there will be a death wave. A very, very big death wave. We've already lost nearly 10 beavers. 11. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how we are at the other side. Fingers crossed at least some will survive anyway. Well, things haven't gone well. I will say that. Our population count, as you can see, is down about 100. But we have had a lot of births as well. So that number should probably be somewhere around 250. And people are still dying. Beavers. This district is shut down entirely at the moment, except for the water pumps, because we just don't have the people here. We have 5 adults. Hang on, let me take one out of the district centre and put... Are you going to go into the pumping station? Yes, you are. Okay. So at least we have water being produced there. No food at the moment, because we don't have anyone spare to produce food. Actually, let me shut that one down and open up one space in a farmhouse. So at least we'll get some food in. They are prioritising harvesting there, so that's okay. Yeah, so that district is okay. This district, not so great. We have a complete lack of water in this district. We've only got one pump set up at the moment. We are so very close to being able to pump water from these pumping stations as well. But the drought is due in a few days. So I think we may have a bit more of a problem on the horizon. But we'll spin on until the drought, and yeah, if we've got any beavers left, that will be a miracle. Okay, well, we are still a little bit away from the level we'd like to be, and the drought has started. We are slowly rebuilding our population. Oh, we have an unemployed person in this district. Let's turn on another water pump. That's a good idea. This district is not doing well at all. The single water pump that it has is absolutely not sufficient. So I'm thinking we should delete. No, let's do it by hand. And then we'll put a water pump on top. And we will prioritize all of this. So they'll have at least another source of water. They are being shipped water from other districts. Our water is doing okay generally. It's on the rise generally. It's just getting it to the districts that need it. Basically this one and this one, which, yeah, not doing so well. So, what I'll do here then is I will delete all of this, and I'll put another set of platforms in here. Okay, so hopefully I'll prioritise that as well. Hopefully they'll be able to get that done, and they won't. Oh god, they're dying of starvation now. Let me guess, there's nobody working in the farms. Yeah, well, there's no point in working there. Okay, we have one person working in the farms. Harvest, please. But they are having food and water shipped in from other districts. We may have turned the corner. It looks like more people are growing up and being born. I will say that we did solve our unemployment problem in the most terrifyingly far right way possible. But yeah, we probably lost a good 150 beavers, maybe 140, something like that. And the drought has only just started, so it could get much, much worse. But I will come back at the end of the drought, and we will count up the damage. Well, 2.5 days left of the drought, and the water has receded back to the point where we started, which is somewhat depressing. But never mind. We appear to have halted the spate of deaths. No one is currently dying of thirst or hunger, which is nice. We're starting to build up our population again. Our unemployed rate is going up because obviously a lot of places are closed currently. I will open that, however. There are no beavers in district. Unfortunate. Right. What can we do about that? Not a lot, really. I think there's... take one out of the horning post. Hopefully... No, I don't know where they went. No, no idea. Oh well, I will sort that out. That's not a problem. But I will come back at the end of the drought, and then what I want to do is play on until we actually get this reservoir filled up to a decent point. Oh, this area, of course, now has no water coming in. Well, bugger. Okay, so let's close those off. I was really not expecting the water to recede this far during the drought. That is unfortunate and somewhat worrying. So I'm just going to rebuild those two there, prioritise them. I've closed those down. I'll put 2 more people. How is there no one working here? Come on. Oh, you've all gone in there. Come on. Come on. There we go. So, hopefully... Actually, probably not a good idea to have this turned on. If there's no water coming in. But we will rebuild those and we'll get water coming back into this district. Hopefully before anyone starts dying of thirst. We're still pumping in this district. That's fine. And everywhere else should be fine as well, he says, just double checking. Yes, everywhere else should be fine. Okay, so I'll come back at the end of the drought, and then, as I say, what I want to do is spin on until the reservoir is filled up a little bit. So this is going to be slightly longer, so please stick around to the end. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm... because we will try and detonate all of this as well by the end. Just as a, you know, if you want to stick around, there'll be explosions. Okay, the drought is over and the water is slowly returning. Which is nice. We got through it. I don't think anyone died of thirst or hunger during the drought. But it was a very long drought. Oh, that looks pretty full to me, so we'll pause that. Yeah, I had to rebuild the water pumps down here, obviously. But as soon as they flood, we'll just turn them off. We won't demolish them this time, just in case. Same down here. But yeah, we did okay. It was touch and go for a while, but, you know, we even managed to turn this water dump on to keep this fertilised. So, yeah, we did all right. We did all right. We're still laying in explosives, but obviously that takes a while. But yes, I will fast forward a considerable amount of time and watch as this fills up. Okay, well, we've let it spin on for a considerable amount of time, long enough for another drought to start. And we are basically back where we were at the start of the last drought. Maybe slightly better off, but not much. It is only a 5-day drought, so hopefully it will be all right, and the water won't recede too far. It may be that this area is just too big to fill. We may not have enough of a flow and enough of a gap between the droughts to actually get this filled up. But we will see. I will play a bit between this episode and next episode to see if I can get it filled up a little further. And for now, what I'll do is I will spin on just to the end of the drought, and then we will end the episode. And I'll set up the rest of these explosives. Okay, well, around half a day before the end of the drought, and the water is receding. So, I don't know if it's probably not going to recede quite as far, so we might get a little bit more progress, but the next big drought is just going to wipe it out again. So it may be that, as I said, this is just too big. We're not going to be able to fill it in its current state. I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good one. I rather suspect it isn't, but it is the idea that I've had. But I'm going to, as I said, play on between episodes and see what happens with this whole area. See if we can at least get it to stay above this level during the drought. But to end the episode, I will say thank you very much for watching. Please do join us next time, when hopefully we'll have a bit more water in this lake. And we will end with explosions, as is our custom. Please do give us a like and a subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks for joining us. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And bye-bye.